Hello there. Let's box out some recessed curtain tracks. While the other guys are installing the lining, I've got a whole bunch of full height doors to install. Beautiful. That is architectural building. So the idea is that the curtain tracks sit up into the ceiling rather than being attached to the wall as they would be on a normal house. It's a little bit of work, but it's actually fairly easy to do it now rather than doing it after the place is lined. We almost forgot. We started lining the ceiling and then we've got to do these. So before I get you carried away, I want to make sure that where I cut the rondo out, it's fixed right at the edges, otherwise your jib's going to sag and the joints are going to end up cracking. I've got my 300 mark here. I just want to go back a little bit from that. At least 318, I'm doing like 325 or something just to give us a bit of room to play with. And then the back of it, just cut it with a chisel because you can't get the cutters in there. Now, I can hear what you're saying. Shouldn't put this rondo in the first place. Yeah, probably not. Just go along, work this rondo loose. Easiest way is to get underneath the rondo with the doggy bar rather than trying to pull the nail out. And one or two things will happen. It'll either pull the nail through the rondo or the nail will come out as well. There we go. And because I've got that nail right at the edge, it's not going to move the rondo around too much and I can just rip that off. So these boxes are going to hang from the trusses, but the trusses are at 900s. So in this case here, we would have our box hanging out about 800 past its last fixing point. So what I'm going to do is put a block so that we've got fixing right above the end of it. It'll be the same here. I think it'll be the same on most of them. Need to get this chuck repaired. I'll just get it out of the way completely. Oh, I hate bats. It's one of the worst jobs you do as a carpenter. There we go, that's pretty solid. This is the walk-in wardrobe and we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going full width for this one rather than just having 3/4 width, which would look a little bit silly. And the cabinets in here will come out 100 out from the wall so that the curtains can tuck in behind it, so it'll end up looking really tidy. So this is what, 45-ish? Yeah. Yes. Oh, spin, spin, spin.
I haven't.
Height-wise,
Right there.
come down 2, I think. Yeah, that's good there. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, it's a little bit high there. Spreads hold pretty well, eh? Yep. I can live with that. There we go. Lovely.
Me?
Come on. Yeah.
Hold on.
Then you go up.
Yep.
Yeah, now you're above. Go for it.
The other guys are upstairs putting the ceiling jib on while I'm down here putting all the doors in so that they can come down here, do all the walls, and I'll go up there and do the doors. So what I might do once I've finished fixing the top of this cavity slider in place, I'll take you through quickly how to do the full height doors. They're a little bit different than normal doors, and then I'll take you back upstairs and we'll finish off those rebates. You're yes and you're no, in and you're out, you're up and you're down. So I'm using a yellow impact driver. My driver is a wee bit kaput. I'm just waiting on some replacement parts, which are a little bit hard to get to. It's still under warranty because it's registered. It's actually a 5-year warranty, but it takes a while to get the parts in, so just gotta wait. On that note, I am intending to go through all my tools, just basically do a review after 4 years of having 40-volt tools. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Needless to say, the impact driver will get a mention. Right, let's hang some doors. So, first step, check your height. 2397. Oh, 2397. Excellent. I'll take a few mil off that. 94. You don't have a screw there on a normal door.
That's. Then you'll be upstairs, yeah?
Yeah. Just like a normal door, start by packing off the hinge side at the hinges. That's good. 10. Flatten it out. And hopefully, you can just stand it. They're a bit of a prick to get it. I don't want to cut them too short. I probably should. There we go. Probably should cut them a little shorter, but yeah.
Fits, it fits.
Exactly. Sweet. That's how you hang a door. Not really. Oh, it's a bit hard to see this way because of the lighting. That's why I like using the laser. And more crucially, I don't know if you can see that, but across the ceiling it looks beautiful. And then you just screw it off like you would a normal door. Yes, I'm hammering in screws. And dropping them. Right, beautiful. That was the easy part. Now, I've got to pack this side to get a reveal in there. The reveal's 25, so I want 9 mil. Oh no, I want a 3 mil gap as well, so 6 mil. The whole reason for taking off the clashing strips pretty much is so you can hide a screw behind it. Once the door's installed, I just tack them back on. Otherwise you end up with a pile of them and you don't know which one belongs to which door. So about a year ago I was working on some units, I was installing doors. Let's just say that the framing was not great. And the result was that a lot of the doors would be twisted. So what I mean by that is you set the hinge side, mint, and then you go to set your margins on the latch side and you'd end up with a twist in the door. And a lot of carpenters will miss that. When your door's latched, you end up with the top or bottom sticking in or out. It looks rubbish and it's not the kind of work that we expect on architectural builds. You can see the top is sticking out slightly, bottom is in slightly. That's a lot better. So all I need to do now is put a few packers in there and adjust my margin. The rule is about 2 mil thick, so I just want it in there loosely. Beauty of these screws is you can back them out and pull the reveal with it, and the malthoid squashes down a little bit, so I've got a little bit of a margin to play with. There we go. How good is that? You don't get any of this on a cookie cutter. Swap time! Boys downstairs jibbing and I'm up here doing doors, but first I'll cut off these rebates, screw them up, and you get to see what they actually look like. I've got to say, It's amazing how much lighter it feels with the walls lined now. I want to roughly trim that back. Open the window. I've decided I'm going to glue the jib to the MDF boxes because the screws are right next to the edge and they're probably going to end up breaking out. So just gluing it will probably help me sleep at night. Ooh. You don't normally put screws that close to the edge, but we don't really have a choice. And they're pre-drilled, so it shouldn't break out. Let's just turn that down. Trim off this plasterboard. The curtain rails are actually going to be attached to the boxes, so I decided to add a few extra jolt screws now that the glue's dried. One into the block just to hold it at a different angle, and one up through the box. Screwing it at an angle, otherwise it'll be sticking up out the top, and I know there's cables across here. I realise that the jib is actually going to hold the boxes up, so maybe I went a little bit overboard with screws holding it up. Let me know what you guys think. Personally, I think a little bit of peace of mind is worth a few screws. There we go. Ta-da! Thank you.